Now, Mad Sam DeStefano cut his teeth with the old 42 gang. He had men like Milwaukee Phil, Sam Teets Battaglia, Toots Caruso, Willie Potatoes, Marshall Cafone, his own brother, Mario DeStefano, all heavyweights in the Chicago outfit. Now, my mom, God bless her, years ago at my mom and dad's 50th wedding anniversary, I presented my mom with a medal for putting up with my dad. You know, my mom's a little short Italian lady. My dad's Scotch, Irish drinker, Marine. I gave her a medal for putting up with my dad. But now I think this woman deserved the medal. Mad Sam's wife. He verbally, physically, and mentally assaulted this woman. When she served coffee, he actually peed in the coffee for the agents. Now, Mad Sam would make a spectacle, make a complete fool out of himself anytime there was a reporter, any media nearby, and when he went to and from court. He would actually get a megaphone and get escorted out of the courtroom in a wheelchair, a stretcher, just ripping on the government, yelling, swearing, being very belligerent. Now, Mad Sam was so crazy, he even reached out to President Johnson at the time via phone calls and all these letters he wrote and through his attorneys. And for the most part, Lyndon Johnson kept ghosting him, right? Which just kept infuriating Mad Sam even further. And then one of his advisors warned the president that he should take Mad Sam a little more seriously. Now here's USP Leavenworth, a notorious federal prison. This is where Mad Sam DeStefano actually met Paul Ricca. They did a short stint together. Sonny Francis was an inmate here. Tony Ducks Corallo, James Earl Ray, and even Mike Vick were all infamous inmates here. Tony Spilotro was the protege of Mad Sam DeStefano, one of his many mentors. Mad Sam showed him the art in torturing and killing people. Now, these guys did a lot of torture and murders together. They also went on a lot of scores together. And Mad Sam took little Tony under his wing, and he actually trusted him. Now, the outfit sure knows how to pick him. Here's an associate, Leo Foreman. They found this guy in the trunk of his car, tortured, beaten, and shot to death in the trunk of his car back in 1963. Tony Spilotro, Mario, and Sam DeStefano brutally killed this guy because the outfit bosses thought that he was talking to the government. Now here's Chucky Criminale. He was an associate of the Chicago outfit, and he referred to Mad Sam DeStefano as Satan. This guy went on the lam for close to 40 years, right? He had information on the Leo Foreman murder that Tony Spilotro and Mad Sam committed. Now here's Mad Sam's home. You got the torture basement below where he would bring and torture some of his victims. He took Samuel Volpendenzo down there, and he said, "Come here, Dago. You want to see something?" And he took him downstairs and showed him some poor bastard being tortured. That's also the garage where Tony Spilotro and his brother shotgun blasted him to death. Now, it's always your closest friends that set you up in this life. And two of Mad Sam DeStefano's closest friends, part of his crew, were Tony Spilotro and his own brother, Mario DeStefano. Tony Arcardo met quietly with Tony Spilotro. And the outfit bosses have had it with Mad Sam's drama, his bullshit, his antics. And Tony Spilotro had a court case coming up, and he didn't want to be in court with Mad Sam. There's the handsome Joe Batters with the nice gray suit. the blue tie. He secretly met with Tony Spilotro and gave him the green light to take out Mad Sam. The outfit bosses have had it with Sam's antics and all his drama and bullshit. Plus, Tony Spilotro had a trial coming up, and he was afraid how Mad Sam would act in the courtroom. He was looking at serious jail time. Now, it's always the people you trust that set you up. Once Spilotro got the green light from Joe Batters, him and Mario DeStefano, they tricked Mad Sam. They told him they knew where criminality was hiding, and the three of them were going to get together and kill him. Right when they got Mad Sam in the garage, Tony Spilotro blasted him twice with a shotgun, blowing off his arm. Now, one of my favorite trials was the Mike Sarno trial. Sambo Pendenzo would come out in an orange prison jumpsuit in a wheelchair, and he was on tape bragging about the bomb that they used. He was also talking about Mad Sam DeStefano, him saying, "Come here, Dago," showing him, taking him downstairs, and he actually seen a guy being tortured, and he also said Tony Accardo made millions. Now, Mad Sam had a lot of money, a lot of juice money on the streets, and one of his biggest customers was none other than Rocco Infelice. And Rocco ran up a bill up to close to $400,000. So I'm sure when Mad Sam got killed, Rocky was definitely relieved to have Mad Sam off his ass, and he no longer had to pay that kind of money. Now, as I stated before, a lot of the guys that grew up in the Grand Avenue, Taylor Street, Bridgeport neighborhoods all work for the city. And some of them even had no-show jobs. I mean, imagine that. One day, a couple of streets and sanitations workers knocked on Mad Sam's door, and people in the neighborhood were complaining about the smell of death. They actually found some of Mad Sam's victims that he was dumping in the sewers. Now, here's a story you don't hear about too much. I'll never forget, years ago, I was watching one of those old unsolved mystery shows. And it was about a Cook County sheriff that was at home, and he got shot through his living room window, shot and killed with a high assault rifle. Turned out that sheriff had an altercation with Mad Sam prior and actually handcuffed him to a bed. Sam was furious. Here's the late legendary FBI agent, Bill Romer, graduate of Notre Dame, wrestler, college football player, semi-pro boxer. This guy went toe-to-toe with Tony Accardo, Jack Cerrone, Sam Giancana, Tony Spilotro, Mad Sam DeStefano. He was one of the first agents to ever get an outfit guy to flip, and that was Dick Kane. Now, one day after going to war with his wife, Mad Sam was raging. He left the house. He kidnapped the first black guy he saw at gunpoint, took him back to his home where he made his wife perform sex on the black stranger. After it was over, the black guy ran to the police. The police didn't believe him. He left his lunchbox in Sam's car. When they went to Sam's car, they found the guy's lunchbox. R.I.P. Good riddance. Mad Sam DeStefano. He's laid to rest at the famous mob cemetery there in Mount Carmel hillside on the west side. But considering all the evil things this man did, instead of resting in heaven, I'm hoping he's burning in hell. But I pray for all his victims. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. If you like my Chicago mob trial stories, please hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, enter all your comments. And if you're ever in Chicago, please hook me up. I'd love to give you the 25-cent tour of our great corrupt city. I'll show you all the outfit hangouts. And remember, 3 people can keep a secret if 2 are dead.